Hola! Welcome to another TRT Q&A with me, Paulo Brigado. And today I have a question that I get asked and have been getting asked a hell of a lot in the past. So I thought it's a good time to address it, right? So let me find the question here. Here we go. Oh, it's from our friend Zizbra again, who I answered in the previous TRT Q&A. Well, Zizbra asks, quick question, do you run any aromatase inhibitor? Okay, this is a question I get a lot. Most people usually ask me in the past, do I use an AI, which stands for an aromatase inhibitor? Now, I'll be perfectly honest with you. When I first heard about AI, I didn't know what the fuck it was. I had to look it up and look into it and read about it, and I didn't quite understand it in my earlier days of TRT. But the more I kind of read, the more I looked into it, it started to make a bit more sense. So just to give a bit of background about what an aromatase inhibitor is, all it really is a kind of medication that prevents the aromatization or the conversion of testosterone into estrogen, right? As a man, you don't want to be having excess estrogen in your body because that's more of a female hormone and it's not good to have too much. And if you do, you're going to start seeing sort of side effects and symptoms such as man boobs, right? Or bitch tits. So this is a treatment that a lot of time people either take with TRT, they take an aromatase inhibitor, or some people even do an aromatase inhibitor before TRT treatment or as a substitute for TRT treatment. Now, I don't personally take one, right? From the doctor I've spoken to and from the book I've read, you should only be using an AI if you show symptoms that you need it. So for example, if you start noticing sort of boobs are growing slightly, or you start getting a bit of bitch tits or gynecomastia as they call it, or your nipples or your tits get sensitive, then you may be having some sort of reaction with your TRT, or by not having TRT, that could make a case for that. But if you aren't getting the symptoms, again, this is based on what I've heard. I don't really use one myself because I've never had the symptoms that would necessitate one. But from what I've heard, you shouldn't be going near that unless you have the symptoms, and then you go to your doctor and you talk about it, and they will actually do the tests and determine whether you need one or not. So I'm not going to go into it too much today. I just wanted to answer the question for everyone that's been answering the question, and thanks for asking it, because if you hadn't, I wouldn't have had a clue what an AI was. And it's nice to also learn about these things based on the questions that I get from you guys. So thanks for that. Thanks, Zizbra. And if you have any questions on TRT or my experiences with it, then just leave a question in the comment section below. Until next time, adios.